On rainy nights, people say the old dormitory wakes up. Lights flicker, doors move on their own, and on the fourth floor, the one that's supposed to be sealed shut, a blue hijab sometimes appears on the railing, swaying as if someone is waiting. Tonight, you hear the story behind that hijab and why no student dares to climb those stairs anymore. Settle in. This one stays with you long after the story ends. Good evening, fellow creeps. Welcome to another episode here on Creepy with Coffee. I'm your storyteller, Kim. Well, tonight's story, fiction or not, I'm gonna leave it to you. But this happened at a school. Something to do with a bullying case. Well, like usual, I'm gonna put in my opinion at the end of the story. So stay until the very end if you wanna know what I think about this story. Before we get on to the story, like usual, if you have yet to do so, please help me like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And now, let's get into the story.
This is Creepy with Coffee.
That night, the rain was only a drizzle, just enough to make the air cold and the smell of wet earth cling to everything. Aina had just moved into her new dorm, an old 4-story building that used to be a boarding school years ago. The 4th floor had been sealed off for a long time. No students were allowed up there, but that night, Aina had left her hijab in the laundry room. And of course, the elevator had to break down. So she climbed the stairs step by step, with the corridor lights flickering and throwing strange, twitching shadows along the walls. When she reached the 3rd floor, she heard something, a dragging sound. Chick, 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 chick. Soft, slow, coming from above her. Warden, maybe? She whispered to herself, though even she knew the warden never patrolled on rainy nights like this. But curiosity, that always wins, doesn't it? Aina climbed the last set of stairs to the 4th floor. It was pitch dark. The metal door at the end of the hallway was half open, swaying gently in the cold wind. And inside, she saw her, a woman standing with her back to the window, a long white gown, hair falling over her face like a black curtain, and in her hand, a light blue school hijab. Aina's hijab. That's mine, Aina whispered. The woman turned, painfully slow. Her face was unnaturally pale, her eyes were bottomless black, and her mouth stretched wider than any human smile could ever stretch. You left your hijab the night I fell. The floor trembled beneath Aina's feet. A thick, metallic smell, blood, crept into her nose. She screamed and she ran, and before she reached the 3rd floor, a voice brushed against her ear, so close her skin froze. Don't leave me again, Aina. The next morning, the warden found Aina's blue hijab hanging from the 4th floor railing, dripping with fresh, warm blood. Aina then fell sick 3 nights straight. She couldn't remember what happened after she saw that woman, but every time she closed her eyes, she saw the same pale face, the same shredded smile, and the same blue hijab. Aina, are you okay? Her roommate Liana asked. I think she's calling me back. Who? The woman on the 4th floor. Liana froze. Aina, that floor, that's where a girl offed herself. Flashback 2 years earlier. The building was still a girl's dorm then. Zulaikha, quiet, smart, gentle girl, stayed there. She was always bullied. The night before exams, her hijab went missing, hidden by the seniors, and someone told her, try looking upstairs. Maybe someone left it there. They only wanted to scare her. But when she reached the 4th floor, no one was there. Only a whisper coming from the last room. You came after all, Zulaikha. People said she screamed that night, and the next morning, her body was found on the ground below, still wearing her torn blue hijab. After that, the entire floor was sealed, but on rainy nights, a blue hijab could still be seen hanging from the railing, swaying softly as if waiting. Back to the previous night, Aina woke up at 3 a.m. She heard water dripping somewhere. When she got up, she noticed wet footprints trailing from her door all the way to her bed, and then a whisper from outside. Aina, I found your hijab. Now stay with me, okay? Her door creaked open on its own. In the mirror, Aina saw her reflection, and behind her, another figure, a woman in white with that same torn smile watching her. The night was painfully silent. The clock showed 3:20 a.m. Aina sat frozen, staring at the half-open mirror. The woman's reflection stood behind her, faint but unmistakable. Zulaikha? Aina whispered. You remember me now? The voice floated soft but echoing from inside the mirror. Aina backed away. I don't know you. Zulaikha's smile stretched wider, ripping toward her cheeks. You know me. You hid my hijab. Remember? Aina's heart dropped. Memories returned. The old dome, the stupid prank. She, Liana, and some seniors laughed as they hit Zulaikha's hijab. They never imagined the quiet girl would jump that night. You died because of me? I fell while trying to take back my hijab. The blue hijab you hid. The voice grew louder, closer, and the smell of blood filled the room. Now that I found your hijab, Aina, it's your turn to fall. Aina screamed and ran for the door, but the doorknob was ice cold, locked. Someone or something had locked it from outside, and from the mirror, Zulaikha stepped out, silent, hair dragging across the floor, eyes empty and black. Come keep me company. Come keep me company down below. A scream tore through the night. Students woke up to the sound of breaking glass. When the warden arrived, Aina's window was wide open, rain soaking the floor. And down below, 2 blue hijabs hung from the railing. The next day, Aina's name was removed from the student roll. But even today, every time it rains, the students still hear a voice from the 4th floor. Don't hide my hijab again. there we go, the story for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the entire story. I mean, I put in some little bit of acting that not necessary, but I guess I enjoyed doing it because it's kind of fun. Okay, again, story, whether it's fiction or not, I'm gonna leave it entirely up to you. But what I wanted to say about this particular story is, remember, do good, good will come back to you. Do bad, the same thing will happen as well. Well, people always say karma, it's always gonna come back to you. Karma can mean good, karma can mean bad. Whatever you do today, good, bad, eventually it's gonna come back to you. It doesn't matter, it's gonna come back to you tomorrow, next week, next month, or 10 years later. Eventually, it's gonna find its way back to you. So if you are young, you're still in school, bullying is never cool, I'm gonna tell you that. But if you are on the other side, speak out, talk to your family, parents, or your siblings that are older. Let them know that things like this happen in school, workplace, or no matter where you are. Bullying, it's always not okay. That is what I wanted to say about tonight's story. I'm not going to talk much about the supernatural part. It's because this particular story strikes a certain spot in my heart. So I'm going to talk about the bullying part. Again, I appreciate all the comments you put in every time, every single time I put up a new video. I appreciate it so much. So keep it coming. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Until the next episode. Remember, tomorrow we're gonna have a special episode. What's the special? You just gotta wait and see it for yourself. For now, good night.